Within the first chapter of Austin Kleon's book, Steal Like an Artist, he states, "All creative work builds on what came before. Nothing is completely original." To expound on these two sentences, let's look at a few movies. So Shrek is a children's movie that took the world by storm and spawned 3 sequels. Now Shrek is not completely original. It contains characters we all know well. Snow White, the Three Blind Mice, the Seven Dwarfs, Gingerbread Man. It also has nods to other stories, such as "That'll Do, Donkey, That'll Do," and "He huffed and he puffed and he sent an eviction notice." The instrumental music might be original, but the pop songs like "Bad Reputation" certainly are not. But Shrek's references are easy to spot. Let's try a harder one. What about a film that I thought up until very recently to be completely original? Christopher Nolan's Inception. Now, I thought this was a wholly unique film because I had never seen anything like it, right? But film buffs on the internet have. In a great video that I'll link in the description, the Royal Ocean Film Society show how there are similarities between Inception and movies like Paprika, Dark City, Last Year on Marion Bad, and On Her Majesty's Secret Service, proving that Inception is not completely original. So 2001 A Space Odyssey is hailed as one of the greatest movies of all time. But it didn't pop into existence from a vacuum in Stanley Kubrick's mind. First off, there were space films before 2001. Kubrick didn't invent the genre, he only added to it. Secondly, the screenplay was a collaboration between 2 people, Kubrick and Arthur C. Clarke. Thirdly, the visuals were heavily influenced by a short film called Universe, and a short documentary called Universe, and a short film called To the Moon and Beyond. Fourthly, one of the unique features of 2001 Space Odyssey is the silence. For those of you who haven't seen it, the first 25 minutes and the last 23 minutes have no dialogue at all. Now, Kubrick didn't introduce silence to the movies. Silence was not a new technique. Silence is actually an ancient movie technique. Silence was the original movie technique. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of silent movies that predate 2001: A Space Odyssey. You think of Charlie Chaplin and all that. Finally, classical music. Arguably the most iconic scene in 2001: A Space Odyssey utilizes a song that was first composed in 1896. So certainly not original and certainly not new either, very old. So the point I'm trying to make is that the individual components themselves might not be 100% original, but together as a mix, they present a wholly unique film that became a cornerstone of cinema, that became, wildly commercially and critically successful. So the no art is 100% unique theory is starting to look more like an ironclad law now, which I think is very empowering for the creative. If nothing is completely original, then that kind of frees you of the agonizing torture of trying to think outside the box. Instead that says you can stay inside the box and remix and reuse and recycle. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks very much. I hope this helps.